What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. Today we're going to talk about a film called The Twin. It was released sometime in 2024, and it was directed by J.C. Dollar, and it was who did like Bloody Bites, War Paint, Hangman, and Belmont. So this is a horror film about a couple who live out in a rural community and in a nice Victorian style house, and their kid accidentally dies and the father blames himself. It kind of starts tearing apart the marriage. The father tries to kill himself and then has to seek therapy, and the wife won't ask for a break, so his world's crumbling around him as this goes on. And then a weird stranger shows up that looks exactly like them and starts causing chaos in the house. And it's up to the shrink and his wife to help him figure out what's actually going on behind the darkness. So this is pretty much like it's pretty much a story that's talking about grief, like The Woman in the Yard. This one's a little bit better though. First off, cinematography is really good in this. The effects look pretty good. The acting's good too. The biggest problem is my typical complaints: the story and the characters. You get the most basic characters in this, and there's only like a few, and they make it so basic. So I guess they probably trying to make it so a lot of people can relate to it. But still, if you have a basic character with no real, like, you get thrown into it pretty early too, so you don't really get time to spend with them besides seeing him grieve about his lost son or daughter or whatever it was. And yeah, so you kind of spend time, you feel sympathetic, but not to the point where like what happens next is like it doesn't make you care at all what's going on. So all this like dark stuff is just comes and goes, and you're just like, so what, like the story itself has some they really try to make you feel the impact of the death. And then when this darkness shows up and this dark figure starts attacking him, it looks like him and stuff, so it's pretty obvious and predictable of what's going to happen. This movie was very predictable with basic characters, and they pretty much just played it ultra safe, which I hate when movies do that. Like, we don't just stick with what's been done thousands of times before. Try to do something new because that's how you stand out, whether for the better or worse. Like, Piranha has a remake, and it has one of the worst ones, which actually worse like remakes, and it has a sequel. Like, if you want something to succeed, do not stick in the mainstream. Now, this could be a producer choice, not blaming the writer or anything like that, but I'm sick and tired of all this play it safe nonsense. And of course, this has a happy ending. I thought this one would at least be like depressing and stuff, because I kind of watched it and then I pretty much forgot about it for like 2 hours after watching it, and it was kind of disappointing because it sounded really cool. The trailer made it look really cool, but then that's all the cool stuff. Like, it's your typical modern horror film. There's nothing new for this. It's just dark, scary things, characters you don't care about, with a really basic, watered down story. So, still, the effects and cinematography and the music was actually really good too in it. So, I'm giving it points for those, but that's about it. So, I'm going to give The Twin a 3 out of 5. That's a generous 3, though. So yeah, but it is streaming on Shudder if you want to check it out. If not, if you don't have Shudder or anything, I'll link the trailer down below so you can at least check that out down there. Also, link down below is my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. On my story, I usually put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below, Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre, and on any streaming service I want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Especially since it's September now, we're getting close to Halloween. Countdown's on, so get ready for a lot more horror, thriller, sci-fi, fantasy stuff. But September, I'm still going to try to do other things, other genres as well. But October hits, that's all I'm doing every day. But yeah, so yeah, and make sure you subscribe. Hopefully, we can find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, and also so you my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, I'm going to do the sequel to Rest Stop. Rest Stop, Don't Look Back. So make sure you tune in for that. And watch out for those people suffering from grief and having weird delusions and suicidal thoughts because, well, that's part of life, people. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.